Okay. So today, my main goal is just to help you relax. And obviously, we're all in different places and spaces. And relaxation sometimes is something that could be a short process, sometimes it's a long process. We have a half hour, and I'd like to go through a couple different techniques. And my hope is that you're able to be uninterrupted, but reality is usually not the case. And so part of this practice is also being able to come in and out of a relaxed state quickly and learning how to transition back if you do get interrupted or find your mind wandering to another space. So just being mindful of that, just being aware that that could happen and accepting that it's part of the process is the best that we can do in the moment. Including on my end, you might notice that I'm sharing my screen because I would like to have a wonderful, relaxing image in front of us. And I have a laptop that has a pop up that will not go away. And so hopefully it won't pop up too often, but it may interrupt our session. And I'm just going to ignore it and move it to the side and focus on the parts that are relaxing. So today there's not much education. It's going to be mostly experiential. I have some music that I've pre-selected to utilize that I've used for years. I purchased it before even iPods existed on a CD and have obviously digitized it. And actually, we've uploaded this music to the Get Well network for those units in the hospital that have access to that as a way to have some relaxation music available to people. So I'm going to give credit to the producers of the CD, which is Dan Gibson's. He has a whole series of nature and music combinations. This particular one is Shoreline's classical guitar. I believe the company is now out of business, but we did have permission back in the day to use their music for purposes of therapy and education. So, what I'd like to begin with is actually talking about how to take a deep breath, which sounds kind of silly, but a lot of people tend to breathe from their chest, a shallow breath. So if you just take your version of a deep breath, I want you to just notice which part of your body moves. And there's no right or wrong. I just want to see what happens. So I'm going to show what I typically see when I ask people is a raising of the shoulders and an exhale. And it's pretty exaggerated. But really, if we want to take a deep, deep breath, we might try to breathe from our belly or our diaphragm, in which if we were, for me as a vocalist who was in choirs growing up, we learned, and actually a clarinet player too, we learned to breathe through our belly and use a diaphragmatic breath. So sometimes I encourage people to try to breathe in and push their stomach out so that the air feels like it's filling the diaphragm, and then also exhale the same way. So if you're able to do that, great. If you're not, also fine. Whatever feels comfortable for you to take a deep breath, but that's going to be the first thing that we work on together. Then we will move into progressive muscle relaxation, which is tensing and relaxing your muscles from head to toe. And I will talk you through all of it. I always tell people when you're doing something physical like this, that if there is any pain that you're experiencing and you feel that the action would exacerbate the pain, then you can simply skip that motion and imagine you were doing it or focus on your breathing. But hopefully, there are other parts of the body that you are able to tense and relax. But please don't put yourself into a situation where you feel like you're making the pain worse. The goal of this is to collect tension physically and then release it through breath and physical release. And then the following the physical relaxation, we will do a little imagery in which, because I chose some music with some ocean sounds to it, I found an ocean wave relaxation script that I'm going to use. And I do encourage you, if you have any issues with the ocean or sounds of water, please let me know because I will change things up because I don't want to use any images that might cause stress to anybody. I'm trying to pick things that were globally accepted by people. So this whole process can take 20 minutes in and of itself. And I'm just going to go from one to the other. However, I usually tell people there might be one part of it that really works well for you. And so if you were to incorporate this into your own practice, you could just do the part that works for you. I'm happy to share anything that I've used in this session. Feel free to email me. It's rosemary_obi@urmc.rochester.edu. And with that, let's get relaxing. I'm hopeful that my music and voice mix are going to be in a way that you can hear me and the music simultaneously. I did some sound testing previously with our other music therapist. If you find that the music or my voice are quite loud right now, I do recommend that you lower your volume on your device. We have tried to adjust it here as best as we can. Okay, so there are some ocean waves that start this off. So as the music begins, I'd like you to try to be as comfortable as you can in whatever seat you might be in. If you're able to lay down, even better. I'm not, so I'll be doing this seated. Plant your feet firmly on the ground. For most people, I do recommend closing your eyes if you're comfortable doing that. And I just want you to take a moment to focus on the music, focus on my voice, and just notice the sounds around you. Notice the ground beneath your feet, the surfaces you are touching, whether it's a chair, some other way to sit or lie. And gradually, I want you to bring your focus to your breath. Just noticing it going in and out without trying to change anything. Notice any thoughts you might have. Acknowledge they're there and try to move past them for the moment, and you can return to them when we're done. Now we're going to take some deep breaths in order to kind of become a little more relaxed in the moment. I'm going to talk you through the breath by having you inhale to the beat of the music and exhale to the beat of the music. If you need to breathe differently from what I'm guiding you to, that's also fine. I'd like you to take a moment to take a nice deep breath in and out. In out. And now just take some time on your own to continue taking a deep breath in and out at your own pace. You might try breathing in through your nose and exhaling through your mouth, if that feels good, or changing it to any way that works for you. And as you focus on your breath, I'd like you to think about a color that you associate with the feeling of relaxation, or a color that you find relaxing when you look at. It can be more than one color. Whatever color you've decided upon, I'd like you to add to your breathing so that you're imagining that you're breathing in that color and sending it wherever it needs to go in your body right now to help you relax. You can even try to visualize that color as you close your eyes and see it. And just let that color aid your breath as you continue to breathe in and out. Now that we've focused a little bit on our breath, we're going to shift our focus to our bodies. I'll be instructing you on tensing and relaxing your muscles, I will be guiding you completely as to what to tense and when to relax. However, if you need to relax sooner than my cue, that is fine. We're going to begin with our neck and head, starting at the very top of the head with your forehead. I will demonstrate some of these moves if you need to see what I'm talking about, but hopefully they're self-explanatory. So first, I'd like you to raise your eyebrows up as high as you can, creating tension in your forehead and also in the top of your head. And now relax and release that tension from your forehead. And now we'll move to your eyes. I'd like you to squeeze your eyes tightly shut so that you can feel all the muscles surrounding your eyes, within your eyes, muscles in the center of the face. And just hold that. And now go ahead and relax and release that tension. Move to your nose. This one looks a little bit silly, but I want you to wrinkle your nose in like a rabbit would, kind of feeling all those muscles surrounding the nose and the center of the face, and just hold that. And then go ahead and relax, release that tension. We'll move now to the mouth. I'm going to have you frown, so you're really using the muscles surrounding your mouth. It takes more muscles to frown than smile. You can feel it in your jaw, a little in your neck. And relax, release that tension. Now to the jaw itself, and just going to have you clench your jaw as much as you want. It doesn't have to be very tight. This is definitely a stress position that people involuntarily move to at times. And now go ahead and relax. Release your jaw. You can even move it around a little bit if you need to work out any parts that feel tense. We'll move now to the back of the neck. And if you bring your chin down towards your chest, you're going to feel the stretch along the back of your neck, and just hold that there. Relax and return to your resting position. We'll work the opposite now by tilting your head backward and pointing your chin up toward the ceiling so that you are stretching the muscles along the front of the neck, also feeling the tension in the back. Return to your resting position. And if you want to move your head from side to side at all to work out any other part of the neck, even just rolling it, just to kind of allow some freedom of movement in the neck. Do that on your own time, and when you feel ready, you can return back to that resting position. notice any tension at this moment remaining in any part of your head or neck, I'd like you to take a nice deep breath in. Imagine you're collecting the rest of the tension that remains and exhale it out. And one more breath in to collect that tension and out. And we'll move now to our shoulders and arms. First thing I'm going to have you do is raise your shoulders up towards your ears as though you're shrugging. And just hold that position. You'll feel the tension in the muscles in your upper back, your chest, your shoulders. And go ahead and relax. Turn to your resting position. We're going to work our upper arms next. We're going to isolate those upper arm muscles by bending at the elbows and squeezing your biceps in the front, triceps in the back. You don't need to make a fist to squeeze those muscles. Go ahead and relax. Release that tension. And now we'll move to our lower arms. To tense those muscles, you're going to bend at your wrists, either this way, whatever isolates the muscles in the forearms. Do a combination of the two. Go ahead and relax. Next, I'm going to have you focus just on your right hand. Maybe make a fist as tight as you can with your right hand. And just noticing how that affects the entire arm, brings tension. And now relax and release. Slowly unfold your hand. Return it to a resting spot. Just take a minute to notice any differences you might feel between your right and left hand right now. Now we'll go to the left hand and make a fist as tightly as possible with the left hand. And now slowly unfold that hand and return to your resting position. Once more, I'm going to have you return to both hands and make fists again in both hands. Just noticing all that tension you can bring to your arms by doing this. Now before you release, I'd like you to take a deep breath in, imagining you're collecting all that tension that's left. And as you exhale, I want you to slowly unfold both hands and imagine pushing that tension out through your arms and releasing it through your fingertips. And if you notice any tension remaining in your arms, use your breath once more to collect it and exhale what's remaining. We'll move now to your midsection. The first thing I'm going to have you do is focus on your chest and your lungs. So this time I'm going to have you take a deep breath, hold it for about 10 seconds or as long as you'd like, and when you're ready, release it. You don't have to hold it very long. When you're ready, take that deep breath in and hold. And then relax and release when ready. We'll move now to your abdomen and stomach. And have you push the muscles of your stomach out. Just kind of hold that. Continue to breathe normally while you're holding. Just notice how you can bring tension into your abdomen. And relax. Turn our focus to the lower back. I'm going to have you arch your lower back a little bit, squeezing those muscles. Hold that. And relax. We'll move to the lower section of the body, your upper legs, your thighs and hamstrings. You're going to isolate those muscles by squeezing together. And relax. Release that tension from your legs. We'll move to the lower legs. I'd like you to bring keep your heels on the ground and point your toes back toward your head as though you're kind of stretching along the back of your calves, feeling the tension in the shins in the front. Go ahead and relax. And now you're going to point your toes in the opposite direction so that you're creating tension in your calves, stretching along your shins in the front. Point as far away as you can. And relax. And then lastly, I'm going to have you curl your toes, kind of like you're trying to make fists with your feet. And just feel how that brings tension to various parts of your feet and legs. And relax. Release that tension from your feet. Just take a moment now. If you notice any tension remaining in the lower half of your body, take a nice deep breath in. Imagine you're collecting that remaining tension. And exhale to release what's left. Now that we've relaxed the body, we're going to focus a little bit on our mind. Just return your focus back to your breath, noticing it flowing in and out. And I'd like you to take some time to imagine some scenario that I'm going to read out for you. Either thinking about it, actually visualizing it, whatever works for you. You don't need to see images if you can't. And start to imagine that you are walking on a quiet, secluded beach. You are dressed comfortably and are either alone or with someone close to you, whichever you prefer. Feel the warm sand gently tickle your feet as you walk. Overhead, you may see birds flying through the sky. Listen to the sound of the birds and the gentle rolling of the waves. Your Your feet carry you to a place where you can sit comfortably and face the ocean. And you breathe deeply in and out, feeling very relaxed as you sit and enjoy the sounds you hear. You can feel the breeze touching every part of your skin and hair, which takes away the warmth of the sun in a comforting way, wraps around you like a blanket. Imagine the smell of the salt water. Hear the waves as they crash onto the shore where you sit. Pick one wave and watch it as it builds to a crest and then falls onto the shore, becoming little bubbles of foam on the beach before retreating back to that great body of water to begin the cycle again. Let yourself go into the enormity of the ocean stretching out before you and also out to both sides of you as far as you can see. And just allow yourself to watch the waves as they form and fall, retreat, and form and fall again. Fill your mind with the rhythm of the ocean. Allow yourself to relax and enjoy the clear blue sky above, the sand beneath you, and the ocean beyond. And then slowly return your focus back to your breath, noticing the surfaces supporting your body, noticing your breath going slowly in and out, and start to become aware of the present moment, of what is now. Return your focus to the here and now, and then silently count backwards from 5 to 1. On the count of 1, slowly breathe in and out, stretch, open your eyes, and feel relaxed. I want to thank you all for joining me today. I hope this was helpful for you and gives you a sense of calm as you face the rest of your day. Feel free to contact me if you'd like more information on music for relaxation. I'm happy to share. I will stop the recording at this point. I do see if there's any questions or anything. I do see Kathleen. Thank you. Thank you to everybody. Let me stop this recording.